My name is Jose Avalos. I'm the Director of Retail and Digital Signage for Intel Corporation. It is clear that the digital signage industry has achieved broad acceptance. Okay? What we're seeing now is a really robust ecosystem that is composed of small players and multinationals and large panel OEMs. The small players are providing solutions at the local level. They're also providing significant innovation in the marketplace. The multinationals are adding scale to the market, and they're also adding increased innovation. And then you have the large panel OEMs really increasing their investment and providing end-to-end solutions. So we have achieved broad acceptance as an industry. However, we still have some challenges, and I want to talk about two challenges. One of the challenge is that we still underserving the industry from a standards perspective. I think we need to do a lot more work around standards, around hardware, around software, around content creation, content delivery, around advertising insertion into digital signage networks. We have to do a better job around standards. Now, we're making some progress. We at Intel have deployed a couple of initiatives into the marketplace over the last year. Recently, we announced our open pluggable specification, and then last year we announced a strategic collaboration with Microsoft to create an open standards platform based on our Intel Core processors and the Microsoft Windows Embedded Standard 7. But we need to do a lot more work around standards. Secondly, I think we need to do a lot of work around video analytics. We have to be able to measure the effectiveness of advertising campaigns across digital signage networks, right? Today, we don't really know what works and what doesn't work, but the technology is there now. So we have to integrate into the networks so that we can measure the effectiveness of the advertising campaigns and provide the ROI information, the proof of play, the proof of impression information that the brands want to see in their campaigns. We really see significant growth across all sectors in digital signage. I mean, the analysts are telling us that the industry has grown at about 36% to 42% CAGR over the last 2 years. You know, during a time when the global economy has been very soft, that is just amazing growth, right? And we're seeing growth in all sorts of different segments, from transportation to banking to hospitality to retail, right? We're really seeing growth across the board. We're also seeing growth across many different geographies. Most of the digital signage today is going into North America and Europe, but you're starting to see a lot of digital signage deployment in PRC. You're starting to see lots of deployments in places like Brazil, India, Russia, Turkey, Mexico. So we're really seeing growth across all segments and across all geographies. The next big thing in digital signage. Well, I'm going to talk about two Intel initiatives that we think are really big ideas. The first one is the open pluggable specification that I already mentioned. And what we're trying to do is define a form factor for a pluggable that can be inserted into the back of the panel. Now, why is that important, right? If you're a panel OEM and you have to develop a solution for an entry-level digital signage, you have to develop a solution for a mainstream digital sign and a solution for a high-end digital sign. Now you have to basically fund 3 separate R&D developments, right? Because the platform that is required for an entry-level solution has a different performance characteristic, a different thermal characteristic than a mainstream platform or a high-end platform. Now, but what if you can just replace that computing element on the panel? What if you can just swap it? So you just do one single investment, and now you can swap an entry-level player or a mainstream player or a high-end player. You reduce your R&D investment to 1/3, right? And also the benefit to the network operators now is that the majority of the technicians that go in on service calls to repair digital signage, all they do is swap hardware for the most part, right? So now you just can come in, you can pull out the old media player and plug in the new media player, the new pluggable. So it's very similar to the concept of a DIMM form factor for a car stereo, right? When you want to replace your car stereo, you just pull out your old car stereo and you can plug in a different brand and it just works. So that's one big idea that we're pushing in the industry at Intel. The second idea is the idea around anonymous video analytics technology that I talked about. I think this is absolutely critical. If you look at the digital signage industry today, and you look at advertising dollars, we're only capturing less than 1% of the overall advertising dollars worldwide, right? One of the analysts said that in 2008, there was about $1 billion coming into the space, into digital signage. And they predicted by next year, that's going to increase to $4 billion. That is good news. But it's still, that is less than 1%. The global market for advertising is around $500 billion, right? Now, you're talking about digital signage, the most effective medium for advertising at the point of sale. And we're only capturing less than 1% of all the dollars that go into advertising worldwide. What if we capture 20%? That's $100 billion a year. That's $96 billion more than we're getting by next year, according to this analyst. Imagine how big our industry would be, right? That's what we need to do. Well, so how do we do that? We have to be able to show advertisers, to show brands the ROI of making a media buy, a media purchase on a digital signage network. You do that with the anonymous video analytics technology. This technology allows you to collect demographics, so you know who's buying your product, and it allows you to also report proof of play and proof of impression, so you can measure the ROI of your campaign. Now, if you take that one step further, and now you tie the anonymous video analytics to the point of sale, now you can measure product lift. So now, as a brand, you do a media buy, you get demographics on who's buying your product, you get proof of play information, and then you get sales lift from the point of sale. So the whole system, end-to-end, becomes transparent, becomes completely measurable. If we can do that, I think we will attract a lot more dollars, a lot more advertising dollars into the digital signage market. I think we're pretty close. I think we have the technology elements, right? At Intel, we have an anonymous video analytics technology that we have been piloted for some time now. It's actually deployed here in Las Vegas at the Venetian and the Palazzo. So we have the technology now for anonymous video analytics, right? The integration with the point of sale, I have seen some demonstrations already. For example, HP had a demonstration with a couple of partners at the National Retailers Federation in New York earlier this year. So the technology is there. Now we have to figure out a way to commercialize it, productize it, and take it to market. So I think we're probably within 12 months to 18 months of this happening. And I think this will be revolutionary for the digital signage industry. Because if we can get more advertising dollars to come in, our industry is going to grow a lot faster than it's already growing. So the question of, do we need a voice to the advertising industry? I think we do. I think as an industry, we need to be able to articulate standards around how we measure effectiveness of advertising campaigns. I think we have to be able to articulate solutions that are end-to-end, that are seamless. You know, if you're an advertiser today, if you want to do a campaign on television, it takes one phone call and you're done. If you want to do a nationwide campaign on a digital signage network, it takes a few phone calls and a couple of months of planning, right? So yes, I think we need some standards and I think we need some end-to-end solutions. Well, we attended the show for 3 years. This is our 3rd year. We actually been in the digital signage business just a little bit over 2 years. About at the beginning of 2009, we recognized that digital signage was a big opportunity for us, and we started investing in this industry. The first year we attended, but we were not on the actual trade show. We were here last year, and I was actually on one of the panels for the keynote. I'm very happy that I've been given the opportunity by Explanation and the Digital Signage Expo to speak again here at the conference, and we're also showing a number of our solutions to our customers here. So this is our 2nd year exhibiting here. You know, delivering the keynote here at the Digital Signage Expo has been a tremendous honor and a tremendous opportunity for me. It gave me the opportunity to articulate what are some of the challenges that we're facing as an industry, and it also gave me an opportunity to talk about how we are shaping the future and the opportunity that we have to utilize technology in new ways to really impact the behavior of the end customer, of the shopper, of the end user, right? So that's what I focused on. I talked about how we are deploying these new proof of concepts that are designed to articulate new usage models for the industry, and are also designed to really motivate the industry, right? So it was a great opportunity for us, and we want to thank you. You know, In terms of challenging the industry, I think we have a lot of challenges, as we talked about. We have challenges on standards, we have challenges on education, but as an industry, I really feel like we are there now, right? People always ask me, is this the year of digital signage? And when I look at the history of digital signage, I can go back many years, and every single year I find people that are saying, this is the year of digital signage. But you know what? A couple of weeks ago, in an interview, somebody was asking me, is this the year of digital signage? And I started thinking, I said, you know what? The first year of digital signage, when it really felt like an industry, was last year. Because now we have a robust ecosystem, right? With this mix of players, small players, multinationals, large panel OEMs, standards are emerging. People are really starting to understand the value of video analytics. People know that digital signage needs to be intelligent, that needs to be energy efficient, that you need to remotely manage the clients, that you need to be able to process rich media content and blend it, that you have to have enough performance to support the analytics for demographics and proof of play and proof of impression. We're getting it as an industry. So I think we're there. We are committed to this market. We are committed to digital signage, and we're making a significant investment in digital signage. We're very serious about it, right? And we're an ingredient supplier, but at the same time, we're investing in solutions. We're working with brands like Kraft, Procter & Gamble, Best Buy, and others. Adidas, for example, right? We're demonstrating a proof of concept with Adidas here. We're investing in complete solutions, right? That really articulate our vision to the industry. Hi, I'm Jose Avalos with Intel. I'm here at the Digital Signage Expo in Las Vegas. Where are you?